Good morning. I hope that you are in good health. I recently posted a video on different rice varieties that are good for your health. Okay, this is very good to know. But in order for you to benefit from the nutrients that the rice has to offer, you first need to make it. And for me, cooking brown rice in particular is sometimes a pain in the grain. I have found that a lot of times I end up with mushy or undercooked rice, which makes me very disappointed, especially since I then need to eat it anyway. I decided that I needed to learn more about how to prepare brown rice. In my search, I have found different ways of making it and some helpful tips. First off, it is important to rinse and soak your rice. No matter the cooking method you use, it's important to rinse your rice to help reduce the amount of arsenic. I did not know this, but brown rice has a particularly high amount of arsenic. Therefore, it is recommended to even go one step further and soak it overnight. This should reduce the arsenic because it opens up the grain and allows it to escape. Give your rice a good rinse first, then cover the grains with water and place it in the refrigerator overnight. Then before cooking it, give it another rinse. I have found that this method also helps reduce the cooking time by almost half. Another great tip is to toast the rice prior to cooking it. This will give your rice a tremendous amount of flavor. I really enjoy the flavor and texture of the rice when it is prepared this way. In a wide skillet, add some coconut oil and the desired amount of rice. Also boil some water in a separate wide pot. This will be for cooking the rice afterwards. Back to the skillet. Over medium heat, let the rice toast for about 3 to 5 minutes. You will start to smell a beautiful nutty aroma. At this time, move the rice around to toast all of the grains for approximately another 3 to 5 minutes, or until all the rice has been toasted. For extra flavor, you can add some shallots, garlic, or leeks. You will need roughly a 2-to-1 ratio boiling water to rice. Now transfer the toasted rice into the pot of water. Be careful because the water will splatter. You will need to stir the rice and add additional water until the rice is tender. Keep tasting it, and you should be done once you have the perfect texture and consistency to your liking. After making this rice a few times, you will have a better idea of how much water is needed. When cooking rice, it is best to use a wide, shallow skillet or pot. Because it is being more thoroughly heated, the grains absorb at an even rate, and any excess water is evaporated. This compared to a narrow, high pot, which causes the grains on top or in the middle to retain water. It is also a good idea to bring your water to a boil first, then add rice, instead of adding rice and water all at the same time. Another good method of cooking rice is to cook it the same way you would cook pasta. Just like pasta, bring 5 cups of salted water to a boil, and then add 1 cup of rice. The rice will absorb the water, and you can check for the right consistency. Once you're satisfied with the texture of the rice, drain it in a colander and rinse with hot water. This one is a secret of some chefs: self-steaming rice. After cooking the rice in lots of water and straining the excess, put the rice back into the pot as quickly as possible to avoid losing heat. Then place it on a cool burner with a tight-fitting lid, letting the rice steam from its own heat. Leave it in the pot for around 15 minutes, then fluff out the rice with a fork and let it steam for another 10 minutes. Lastly, the easiest method of all: oven-baked brown rice. In a deep pan, add your rice at roughly a 1-to-1 ratio with boiling water. Cover with tinfoil and bake at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 1 hour. Hopefully, by following some of these tips, you can get perfect fluffy rice and enjoy all of the fiber and minerals that it has to offer. Thank you for watching. Good day and good health.